chat. How are we all doing? Greetings. Hello there. Hi. How are we all doing today? It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. And it's the 1st of May as well, so happy 1st of May. How are we all doing? I'm just organising myself. Ah, dear. Go. There we go, and there we go. Hi! It's me, the beef. It's stream time. There we go. There's my old soundboard. There we are. Hi. So, right then, how are we all doing? Happy Friday, happy 1st of May. We are vibing and chilling. So, we will be plan for today, because no doubt some of you will have noticed what the old headline is for today's stream. So, the first thing we'll be doing today, on today's stream, is we will be checking out the new minis for 40k in the new Armageddon box. I'm not going to watch the live stream. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just got the Warhammer website up, and we'll just sift through, look at the minis, have a nosy, and then we will move on to Phoenix Wright. But yeah, how are y'all doing? Bestie, y'all lurking? Okay, vibes. Good that you're just vibing out and chilling out. That's what I want. I want people to just either be here, interact, say hi, or to just like chill out and just take it easy. So that's good. There we go. Right then. So, right, cool, sweet. Right, there we go. Got the YouTube up. Yeah. So this is the new Armageddon box for the new edition of Warhammer, 40k specifically, because fantasy exists as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna skip over stuff to do with rules or any lore book stuff. I'm gonna skip over that for now, and we're just gonna look at the minis. That's the bit that interests me for now. Anything to do with rules or whatever, I will look at in my own time. But like, it's a pretty dense box. Like, in terms of what's in it. Like, this is a lot. So we've got boxes packed, so we're gonna need a fair few bullet points to list it all. DACA points, if you will. Nice. 23 brand new push fit Space Marines, and 38 push fit Orcs. That's a lot of minis. I wish they weren't push fit, because I hate push fit. I don't know. I don't know if push fit is just going to be for the Armageddon box. I'd assume that's just going to be the case for the box itself, and then when they start releasing the individual minis, they will, what do you call it? They'll be the usual sprue and glue scenario. But I hate push fit. Push fit is so annoying. Whenever I buy push fit minis, I always just cut off the little like nubs that you slide in, and I just glue, because push fit doesn't work as well for me. It's really kind of frustrating, and like it's really kind of annoying for me is push fit stuff. So what was it? Conveniently sized core rules booklet. Armageddon Operation Imperator lore book. Okay, chapter approved, 26-27 mission deck, Dominatus narrative campaign deck, Armageddon datasheet cards, and Armageddon transfer sheet. Okay, yeah. So we got books, rules, lore, narrative campaign stuff, and then datasheets and transfer sheets. Which I don't use transfer sheets. I find them too finicky and annoying for me. Kind of as I think we discussed this on the fishing stream. But yeah, if I can literally just buy a pauldron that has like the Space Marine insignia just molded onto it, I will just buy that instead. I will just do that instead. I find transfers are just finicky, and I don't like them. So we've got, what do we got here? Sorry, messages chat. So we've got a captain, A librarian, chaplain with the jump pack, an ancient, who, he looks kind of boring to me, the ancient, but we'll get into that. We'll get more into that in a bit. 10 intercessors, 3 eradicators. Don't know what those are, though that might be new, but I'm glad they've got heavy bolters. Hey, there we go. Vanguard veterans. Hell yes, there we go. We've got the Stern Guard, now we've got the Vanguard, and the Land Speeder. Hey, we've got a new Land Speeder. Lovely. What do we got? For the Orcs, we've got a War Boss, a Big Boss. Okay. Banner Knob. I love that. That's fucking awesome. That's cool. That honestly, that looks like a good model as well. Pain Boy looks appropriately funky. Weird Boy. I saw the Weird Boy before when they announced it like a while back. Great design, love it. Absolute crackhead energy, like fucking approved. Right, 1 second, chat. Just got to respond to this message real quick. Yeah, sorry, messages chat as per usual. 20 Orc Boys, which will be the new Orc Boys who have sluggers and choppers. 10 Gretchen. Oh, yeah, that's right. They were doing Gretchen reveals for, like, I think they do, like, call it Grot Week or something. New Wartrack. Wartruck? I can't remember if we had a Wartrack before. And Big Mech Dakar Rig. That's the big walker from the cinematic they did, and it looks very appropriately orky, and it looks awesome as hell. And then we've got Operation Imperator Law Book. Pardon me, chat. That's the core rules, chapter approved mission deck, Dominatus deck. Okay, sweet, cool. Right, hold on. Are the minis listed on here as well? Oh, okay, because I opened up a couple of the tabs to show off the Space Marines and the Orcs minis. So hold on. So let's have a look then. So we've got the Captain with a Relic Shield. Oh, Relic. I think the Blade Guard have those. So is this essentially like a Blade Guard Captain, if you will, or at least, or perhaps like, or perhaps if like a captain who has prior experience as a Blade Guard. I think that could be be what he is. Which that's a fair way. That's because I think it's a fair way to make it to captain. Because I'm pretty sure what do you call it, like aren't. I think the Blade Guard are like first company a lot, so they're like veterans. So it makes sense that, and this is hypothetical because I don't know if this guy actually could be a Blade Guard or used to be one. But it makes sense that if you were a Blade Guard, you could become a captain at some point. That makes sense to me. Captains are amongst the finest Space Marines alive, blending decades of experience and strategic knowledge with lethal combat skill. Their exemplary service grants them access to the best war gear in the chapter armories. And when preparing for battle against barbarian brutes like orcs, many will opt for dedicated close combat tools like the Blessed Relic Shield. Makes sense, like the design, really cool. Do we have options? Ah, okay. Love the jump pack, sorry. Love the power pack on the back. Yep, with the halo, that's good. Shield's good. So we've got face head. We've got Mark 7 head with the laurels, which looks really good. And we've got a very ultramarine Roman head that's got the little fin on the top. I don't know what it's called. Paired with mastercrafted power sword, this equipment allows the captain to scythe through hordes of orcs like macro scythes through wheat. While weathering the raw strength of savage foes, the miniature comes with 3 choices of head: a bear, a Mark X helmet with impressive crest, or a Mark 7 helmet with the classic look. I like the Mark 7 more. It's I can't not lie. No, I can't not lie. Sorry, I can't lie. Fuck me. There we go. Like the Mark 7 is just the classic helmet. It looks so good. The the Mark X with the big old crest does look nice. You know, there is a definite obviously established now because it's been what 10 years since Primaris were brought in. Like the Mark X has definitely made itself a home, but you can't beat the Mark 7. It's just the classic one. It looks so good. This is the character from the front and center box, and some might recognize the paint scheme on the model above as a nod to the classic cover from the second edition boxed set. Yep, and then we've got a new librarian as well, who looks really good. The codices and epistolaries of the librarian are amongst the foremost defense against. He's got a tactical rock as well. I've just realized. Hold on. Yep, tactical rock and tactical rock confirmed. Chat. Always make Christ. Oh, where's my camera? Jesus, there we go. Always make sure your HQs and your characters and your special units always have a tactical rock. They should never be on the field of battle without a tactical rock to stand on. For how else would you know that they are your elites and your special boys? Like, always make sure tactical rock. Codex almost defense against the vile influence of the Immaterium, blessed with ironclad will and masterful colors. Control of warp energies, with little more than a force staff and the mental fortress of their minds. They can wreak havoc upon heretics and Xenos alike while offering protective powers again to any unit they join. Does he have any other options on him? So he's got a helmeted look, which is nice. New Miniatures knocked down the classic kit. Now their armor is inscribed with the same blessed wards and arcane inscriptions as their Terminator brethren. Like their captain, they have a choice of heads, so you can just decide on how much bear skin you want. I like the overall look of this chat. I do think it looks nice. I wish he had more than just the staff. I kind of wish he had like a a force sword or something with him, or an axe or something like that. But the pose, everything, it works. I'm not especially into librarians. They're just not my thing for Space Marines. But it looks good. It's cool. The staff on its own, like as a staff design, is really good. I really like the gold wrapped around it. That's cool as hell. Hey, Chaplain with a jump pack. I've seen this one before. They announced it previously, so I've seen this one. It does look really good though. Like, I think was the previous one like resin or metal? I do remember there was a previous Chaplain with a jump pack, and this is the new updated version, and it looks really good. The stirring oratories of the chapter's chaplains drive our honored brothers to righteous fury, while they smash the Emperor's enemies aside with wide sweeps of the Crozius. Yep, love the book on the belt. Looks very nice. Very nice pistol. Love the little rosary around his arm. Love that. Their places in the thick of melee, so those eager to deliver his judgment. Capitalized his as well. I've just noticed that. Nice. Personally strap on powerful jump packs and crash into their foes with the force of a thunderbolt. They excel at leading angelic charges while booming litanies of hatred, perfect for inspiring units such as the Vanguard veterans to fight even harder. You know what he's like when it comes to like flying characters and those, like you have to kind of think about how well it looks in terms of how good the setup is for trying to make the flying character actually look like they're flying, Like you can't just have like a plastic pole sticking out of them because that kind of like it's practical, but it kind of robs the illusion of the model. I don't think I mind the way they've tried to do this. They've tried to have some kind of smoke trail, I guess, or like dust or something. Or has he dropped a smoke grenade on the floor? I can't quite tell, but obviously this is what's holding the model up. I think it looks nice. I think it works. I wish there was kind of a bit more to it, but it's nice. It'll do. It works. Vanguard veterans. Oh yes, look at this. Oh, off to a good start. What are we looking at here? So it's power swords. Got a nice big two-hander, which is great. Like that's a good distinction weapon for your squad leader. Is a nice big two-handed blade. What else have we got? So let's have a look. Mark 7 helmet. Do you have Mark 7? No, you have the Mark X. Mark 7 looks good. Got the service studs. like that. I do like that helmet. That's a nice Mark X. I do like that. Ooh, we got plasma pistol option. Very nice. So we've got what heavy bolt pistols, power swords, plasma pistols, helmeted, unhelmeted. Oh, okay, looks good. Yeah, jumpy Space Marines. They look nice. You know, they got an option between the heavy bolt pistol, which in all honesty, I prefer it as the defaulty Space Marine pistol. The heavy bolt pistol should kind of just be the defaulty Space Marine pistol for me. Like, yeah, it's nice. I like it. Those chapter veterans who serve best in the cut and thrust of combat are assembled into units of elite jump pack equipped specialists known as Vanguard veterans. Their packs allow them to deploy from overhead gunships or leap fearlessly into the fray from behind enemy lines, piercing through the toughest. Sorry, missed a word there. Piercing through the orcs' toughest warriors and cutting a bloody swathe through through to their savage commanders. Veterans hit hard, wielding mastercrafted power weapons, peerless skill, each weapon proudly bears the Crux Terminatus. Do they? Son of a bitch, they do. The Crux Terminatus. Oh, son of a bitch. On their right shoulder pad and the Operation Imperator campaign badge on their left. Okay. Okay, I didn't realize they had the Crux Terminatus on them. I thought that was reserved only for Terminators. The Ancient, which it looks nice. That is a nice that is a nice Space Marine with a banner. Like what more can you really say? Because hold on. Because if I remember my lore correctly, the Space Marine Ancient is basically meant to be like an old veteran who is experienced and skilled enough and has earned enough honors that they now have the privilege of bearing the company banner into combat. Like it the pose is nice. I like the banner's amazing. I really like the banner. It just seems kind of meh, you know. It just kind of seems kind of meh, kind of boring. I don't know how I feel about him having a bolter instead of a melee weapon. I feel like he should have like a melee weapon or maybe a pistol. But yeah, he just kind of just looks kind of. He's a space marine with a banner. It's whatever. It's not giving the same kind of vibe as like some of the other ancients we've had. You know. He just kind of looks like a space marine who's picked up the banner in the field of battle. You know. Space Marines know no fear, but even they may withdraw in the face of overwhelming force. Not so with a relic banner on the field. The honor of the chapter spurs the angels of death to fight even harder in the presence of their ancients. Under the banner's radiant gaze, they will not allow the alien to claim one scrap of Armageddon unopposed. The standard they carry is the Armageddon campaign banner. The word Armageddon is even sculpted on the mini. Very nice. Multiple chapters are fighting at Armageddon, including Ultramarines, Space Wolves, White Scars, Salamanders, to name a few, and will all have banners like this. The banner features a large flat area where you can add your chapter or company transfers. Okay, very nice, I like that. Such as the Blood Angels one here, or you can paint your own designs. Also nice. Yeah, I still need to get an Ancient of some kind for my Templars. I still need to do that. My Templars are currently without a banner bearer, and I need to remedy that. Which I know that there's the Crusade Ancient, I think it is, like the Black Templar specific one. I like that one. The design is very cool. In all honesty, I would probably just kit bash my own. I think I'd rather like to do that. Like maybe take some bits and pieces Crusade um from the Crusade Ancient and like put some bits and bobs on it, you know? Put some like kit bash something together. But yeah. The new Intercessor Squad. Now this is what I've been waiting for because, as you know, chat, I recently a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago, I kit bashed myself some Firstborn inspired Primaris, and with the unveiling of the Armageddon box and the new Armageddon setting for well, new Armageddon setting. You know what I mean? Armageddon itself isn't new, but I digress. The new edition for Warhammer 40k, they announced new intercessors that looked to be more of a blend between the Firstborn and the Primaris. So I'm very excited to see what they have here, and it looks like a good start. It looks like a good start because we've got. Hey, hi Zanessa, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Before I'm just checking out some Warhammer minis that were announced today, and then we will be cracking on playing League of Legends right now. God save you, you poor, poor woman. Oh, poor woman. Good heavens. Best of luck. Try to avoid the dregs of the world in that game. Good grief. Yeah, we're just checking out some newly announced models for 40k, and then we'll be continuing with Phoenix Wright. Pat, do you have Pat? Hold on, Pat. Have you played League of Legends before? Bestie, have you played League of Legends? Why would you do that to yourself if you have? That's an awful thing to do to yourself. Like, no, don't do that. Don't play it, chat. Don't play League of Legends. Get a different game. Play something else, or maybe do what I did and develop a tumor. Like, I usually just play a RAM. Not a clue. Fucking, I have no touch in League of Legends. I've been told way too much about that game that I now avoid it. But yeah, like don't play League of Legends, tap. Play a different game or develop a tumor like I did. Like that's a much better like occupier of your time than League of Legends. Literally all I've ever heard about League of Legends is from people who used to play League of Legends or still do, and they say, yeah, it's an awful game and it's full of the absolute worst people. Like most people I know who've played League of Legends are the same people who used to play For Honor, both of which are like I'm glad I stopped playing that game, it was trash. I make pentakills sometimes and that feels nice. You're getting your rush of happy chemicals from occasionally getting a 5 kill. I think that's 5. Pentagon, 5 points, yeah. That's fair enough. It's just like I hope you've got other games to occupy you instead of just League of Legends, because that game is just like no, that game is just hell no. I have heard too much from people who have played it before to want to play it ever. But good grief, yeah. But yeah, the new intercessors, like I used to make people rage in that game. I feel like rage is like the default state for a lot of people who play League. I play lots of cozy games to balance out the toxicity. Oh, thank God, I was worried. Thank you. Tank, there you are, you silly bastard. Where have you been? I've been going through the new Space Marines. Oh, Tank, hello. Where have you been, bro? Well, I've been going through the new Armageddon box. Asleep. Oh, you're so valid. Right. Tank. Lock in for me. Why I keep slouching, chat. I keep shrimping while I Warhammer. It's a habit. Good grief. There we go. Yeah. My camera like off. Hold on. 1 second, chat. There we go. Crash the fuck out this afternoon because of pain. Oof. Sympathies there, Tank. You take care, gamer. You watch yourself. You watch yourself, Tank. Hold on. I need to adjust my camera some more, I think. Sorry, chat. That might be it. Let me just... Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, Tank, we're going through the... My nephew is currently kicking off because he wants to sleep in the guest room with me. Wrong! Know your place, little nephew. Yeah, my sympathies, Tank. But yeah, we're currently just going through the models announced for the new Armageddon box. I don't know if you've seen any of them yet. I had a quick skim through before stream, and then I was like, I've gotta like absolutely like look into this, like on stream. So yeah, just a quick like breeze through for you, Tank. New captain. You have not? Fantastic. That's exactly what I want to hear. So this is the new captain. He's got a relic shield, which to me makes me think he used to be a blade guard and got promoted to a captain. So power sword, All I know is they've finally given us Primaris with Mark 8 helmets. Mark 8? 5. Mark 7 helmets. Mark 7. Yeah, so, yeah. Captain, Power Sword, Relic Shield, Tactical Rock, because you've got two. Three helmet three head options. No helmet. The Mark 7 with the laurels, which I think is the best looking helmet on this particular kit. And then the Mark X helmet with the laurels and the crest. New Librarian tank. I think the Librarian is okay. I'm not a big Librarian fan because, as you know, Black Templar player. But this model looks really nice. I just wish he had like another weapon. He's got his he's got his staff, cool pose, really nice. I just wish he had like a power sword or an axe or something. Other than that, he looks really good. And his runes as well are in the armor. They're engraved, so you don't have to worry about you have to worry about hand painting runes onto a model. R.I.P. Eldar players, you'll suffer. I'm so sad. Um, yeah, his runes are actually on the armor, so you can just paint them. It's fine. Uh, I still don't like blue librarians though. I, Hmm. I kind of wish. I kind of don't. How can I put this? I kind of wish there was more on this model in particular that could help make it stand out more in terms of who his chapter is. Which I know they're obviously going for vanilla for this box. Like everything's vanilla, it's all yours to go. Pick whatever chapter. But I kind of wish there was just more on the chaplain, not chaplain, sorry, on the librarian for you to kind of make which chapter he's with stand out more. You know, like I mean, your mini's your model. Like this sort of model had more Blood Angel esque stuff to it. Yeah, like if like obviously they want to go for vanilla, so you have to kit bash a little bit. But it's like add some iconography on there, paint his armor red, but give him like the blue hood and helmet kind of thing. Like I think that works more. Blue, obviously blue librarian shoulder on one side, and like a red, obviously Blood Angels on the other. Like I like there's no blood vials or anything shut my head. Again, like keep in mind, Tank. Keep in mind for the Armageddon box, for the Space Marines especially, they're just going with vanilla. They're just going with vanilla, just because then people can make them whatever chapter they want. So if you wanted to make them extra whatever vibey for whatever chapter, you'd have to kit bash it and add your own bits onto it. I'm just saying, the design we see here, for me, it's too blue, and I wish there was kind of more stuff that made which chapter he's with more of a priority than just painting him all in blue and going, he is a librarian, you know? Like, he's a blood angel, so keeping it vanilla, but still kind of identifying it as a blood angel. Again, like, paint his armor red, give him a red, obviously, blood angel's pauldron, have the other pauldron be blue, obviously with a librarius symbol on it, and, have his helmet and his hood be blue. Boom, there you go. That's more of the vibe I think they should go with. Going with the all blue is just like I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it now. I think about it, and again, I just wish though he had another weapon. The pose is really good. I just wish he had another weapon. But me, I'd 100% do this in a dark red, almost like Mephiston's armor color, dusty red. Yeah, exactly. Next is the chaplain with a jump pack tank. So there you go. Which we've seen before. I think I put it in the Discord. Looks really good. Pose is really good. Love the weapon design. Love the little rosary. For making him look like he's actually flying and not just on like a plastic pole or whatever. Like, I think it does a good. I think it does an okay job. I think it does an okay job. Like, it works. You bought Joy Toy Lamarties. Very fucking sick. Good work. Hell yes, that's gonna look awesome. These are the new Vanguard. By the way, Tank as well. If you are interested in getting the Armageddon box, terrible news. All of these are push fit. I don't know how you feel about push fit models, but all of these models in the Armageddon box, they're all push fit. Which I despise push fit. I do not like push fit. Oh, there we go, yeah. Yeah, I hate push fit. I just chop bits off and just glue it together. You bought the Sanguinor as well? Hell yes. Yeah, these but going back to good news, these are the new Vanguard veterans, which I believe this is the squad sergeant, which giving him the two-handed sword is a great. I hate them. It really restricts customization. I mean, a lot of minis are monopose anyway, sadly. But push fit just I don't like push fit anyway, just because it makes actually putting them together just so much harder than just gluing them. I could have got Sanguinius or both. Nah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You went with yeah, that's fair. So I get the two Sanguinius next month potentially. Ooh, very nice. I approve. That's good. Yeah. So this is our new this is the new Vanguard veteran. I think this is the sergeant. So they've distinguished him by giving him the big sword, which always good. Always a good way to establish who's who in the squad is give them the big sword. I think these are all power swords as well, kind of like Blade Guard. I don't like the sword honestly. Hmm. Here's my. It's not a Glavin Carmine. Ah, tank. You're forgetting vanilla. You're forgetting tank vanilla. Yes, exactly. But you said it's made to be any chapter. Exactly. We're looking at this through the lens of yes, on here they're Blood Angels, but they could be Ultramarines, or they could be White Scars, or they could be the Space Wolves, or the Salamanders. So we're looking at them through how the model is, and ignoring kind of like any like chapter specific stuff that they could have, like the Glaive and Carmine. Um, I don't I like the two-handed sword. I think it works. Or the Dork Angels. Yeah, yeah. I like the two-handed sword. I think it works. Like it's not too flashy, it's not particularly wild. It's just a two-handed sword. It works, and I think that's kind of just what it needs. Thank you, bestie. Two-handed sword is very Black Templar. Yeah, I say so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like most things that are like medieval knightish slash zealotry is very Flash Crusader obviously is very Black Templars. Your choice of weapons with the crossblade and the inscription, the purity seal. Yeah, yeah. We've got your Mark 7 helmets in here as well, tank for the Vanguard veterans, and your choice of weapons seems to be power swords, heavy bolt pistols, or alternatively plasma pistols. I think that I do like the studded leg guard. Oh yes, yeah, and the studded helmet as well. Got little service studs on the helm. Yeah, I think there is a plasma pistol in here. I don't know how. I don't know if you could like outfit the entire squad with plasma pistols, but that could be an option. I think. And they have the Crux Terminatus on them as well, which I didn't. The first time I looked through this on stream, I didn't realize. But yeah, they've also got the Crux Terminatus on their pauldron, which is interesting. Sorry, fuck, you just reminded me. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable chatting. Yeah, they've also got the Crux Terminatus on them. Then we've got the Ancient, which, like, I he's for an Ancient, like he's not particularly doing anything for me. He's got the banner. The banner's really cool. Ooh. My friend went to a tournament a couple of days ago. He called me last night to tell me about it. He had me cackling. Yeah, he's mid. Yeah, like the banner's really good. The banner is really good. No, I think the banner's good. I think the banner works. I think it's a perfectly good like banner for vanilla Space Marines to kind of, pick which chapter you want. I think it works. I think that is a good banner. The guy holding it that's big kit bash material right there. I think if there's anything you can say about this fella, that's kit bash material. Banner's great. Swap his head out with something else. Get rid of the bolter because I don't like banner bearers having like ranged weapons. Maybe if he had like a pistol, I'm fine with that. But give him a chainsword. Give the man a chainsword. I don't like banner bearers having like a full on bolter in his hand. Like give the man a melee weapon. Went up against a guy running Skitarii. His whole build involved all his units getting a minimum half cover all the time. Guy was bragging about, oh yeah, well, when X happens, Y happens, this means, etc. That's giving big Yu-Gi-Oh player energy. Yeah. But yeah, this is big kit bash potential. I think the banner's perfectly fine. I just think the guy holding it needs a bit of zhuzhing up. You know? My friend just dropped his salamanders. Nice, yeah. Yep. Yep. If I remember rightly, Tank, cover don't mean shit when you have flamethrowers. Um, yeah. And then we've got the new Intercessor Squad, which I said when they were, yeah, Flamers auto hit. If you're in range of Flamers, you're getting hit, doesn't matter. Yeah, the new Intercessors, this is the first ones they've shown. So we've got, like, yeah, so I think this is the Squad Sergeant, and this is obviously just one Intercessor. I, I cannot, and let me make this clear, chat, I cannot emphasize enough how much I love those bolters. Those bolters are the bolters that I've wanted Primaris to have the whole time. Those are the bolters that should have been standard issue for Primaris since the start. Alright? Chuck this, like, because the standard Primaris bolt rifle has a fucking scope on it, and I don't like it. Chuck it out. That looks good. It's a bolter just a little bit bigger. That is what they should have been from the start. That looks amazing. That is great. That's what we should have had. Like, end of story. Like, amazing. That is what I wanted. So the scoped one works for certain units like scouts. Eh, I mean, hold on, Tank. Bolt rifle. There you go. That was the standard bolter for Primaris intercessors, not scouts. Like, that was the default. It was either that or the what do you call it? Where is it now? There it is. The auto bolt rifle. Like, you either went with a drum mag and it was slightly more full auto, or you went with this thing. And if they had just taken the scope off, I would have been fine. But since Primaris were first introduced, the standard. I do like the heavy bolt rifle though. The heavy bolt rifle, we will get to that. We will get to that, Tank. Yeah, but the standard bolter for Primaris since their introduction should have just been this. I've hated the scopes. I don't like them. Let's have a look. Ooh. Very nice pose. Standard bolt pistol, which I'm not a fan of, honestly. Yep, that looks good. Like the bionic eye thingy there. I, I'm be honest, chat. To this day, I still don't know how I feel about Space Marine grenade launchers. That looks really good. That whole package looks really good. I just still not sure how I feel about Space Marines having underslung grenade launchers. It being a rotary grenade launcher makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense to me. That's totally in keeping with 40k in all honesty. I still I shimmy and I change. There's some days when I'm just there like, like I guess I can see, you know, a reason for Space Marines to have like a squad grenadier, for lack of a better term, you know? It's like, yeah, everyone else has got bolters, but his bolter has a grenade launcher on it for, I guess, like a swarm of enemies, you know? Or maybe firing to some cover like you would with like a 40 mil. And then there's other days where I'm just there going, nope, it's stupid, don't like it. Like, I can never really nail down how I feel about Space Marines having an underslung grenade launcher. But, you know, overall, I like the pose. It does look good. And again, the new Primaris bolters that don't have a scope and have the curved mag, amazing. They look really, really good. Like, and look, there we go. Behold, there we go. I think it's a Stalker bolter, if that's I remember rightly. Or like, sorry, chat 1 second. And Beef be yapping without hydrating. As a Blood Angels player, here we go. We're getting. There is one thing with Blood Angels that bug me. As a go on, yeah. What's the word, Tank? Before I crack on talking about the new intercessors, what do you want to hit me with? What is it? What is it as a Blood Angel player specifically that bugs you a little bit? I'm curious. In all the lore, they say how ornate and elegant Blood Angel armor is. That they scrimshaw and decorate themselves as part of the four virtues to save off thirst, yet they're just red. I mean, again, that's a kit bash thing, sadly. Like because if you want to obviously put units in your Blood Angels army, you have to get intercessors, you have to get Blade Guard, you have to get any Space Marine unit, and like if you want them to be chapter specific, so with the Blood Angels, yeah, you're gonna have to put in the work. You're gonna have to put in the work and make them that. Like from a just making from a just making from just making the models available to everyone and every chapter easily aspect. I totally get why they are just red. That makes sense. So he's like, yeah, these are meant to be for everybody. Paint them red, give them the Blood Angels thingy. Done. Like it very much for if you want them to be ornate and have scrimshawing and all that kind of stuff, or gold trims. That's gonna have to be on you, I think, Tank. I think that's gonna have to be on you for your kit bashing. You're gonna have to get yourself some intercessors or whatever Space Marine units and like do that shit yourself. Same with me when I'm doing what do you call it? When I'm doing Black Templars, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to whack bits and bobs on the Templar to make them feel appropriate, But no, I will say I'm glad that look at the 30k Blood Angels though. They are ornate as fuck. Okay, but are those on default like made for everybody, tactical squads or heavy weapon squads? Or the assault squads? They're not. Because you're meant to buy them and do whatever with them, and that's kind of what you're gonna have to do. You can't have like Blood Angel specific tactical boxes, It just bugs you. Oh, I get it. I absolutely get it. It's just a reality. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I love the I love the Mark 7 helmet. Mark 7 looks amazing, and this thing here, that is what scoped bolters should be. That is what they should be. Like you should have the defaulty regular bolter that's just curved mag, looks like that, you know, essentially just like a slightly bigger old school bolter, and then you have this thing here, which is scope, straight mag, boom, done. But that looks really good. That pose is really good as well. That's fine. That's totally good. What did we do? Nice. Oh, look at that. That's artwork right there. Look at that, chat. That's artwork. That's a Space Marine. That is a Space Marine. Mark 7 helmet, great looking bolter. That is a Space Marine. I love everything about that. That is great. I can see the artwork now. I'd have a poster of that. No notes. That's fantastic. That's the other thing I don't like. Why reverse grip? Because tank, reverse grip is cool. Reverse grip is cool, Tank, that's why. No more be said. No, that looks really good as well. That bolter, the Mark X helmet, works perfectly fine, totally good. That's fine. Oh, son of a bitch, look at that. There you go, look at that. That's the, what do you call it? Well, it's inefficient. Tank, we're talking about Space Marines. Try telling the 7 to 8 foot tall super soldier with extra organs and augments that his knife grip is inefficient. Yeah. That I'm pretty sure, by the way, is just like the bolters we've been seeing, but it has a drum mag now. Like, that works. That's great. Again, that is just what it should have been. Primaris are like 9 feet. Lol. I don't give a shit. Like, if it hasn't already been established, Tank, the line between OG Space Marines and Primaris is being blurred. Like, so that the height difference and how tall they are, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just sticking to saying they're between Talking about height, especially, you know, there's the whole Tyberos is like 14 feet bullshit. Yeah, yeah, details about Tyberos are kind of like all over the place. Gabriel Seth is the same height as Tyberos. Is he? Is that like one of the books or something? Also, that chest armor. Oh, the simplicity. I love that chest armor. Once equipped in uniform suits of Mark X Tacticus power armor, the ranks of the intercessors make up the bulk of many chapters. Now take to the field in armor that blends the new with the old. The rigors of war means that many suits have been repaired with anything the chapter has on hand. Be it freshly minted breastplates, scavenged pauldrons, or ancient helmets that have seen centuries of glorious service. No matter its makeup, this armor serves its purpose to clad the angels of death in its finest protection available. Yeah, perfectly fine. That's a lore explanation works. That's perfectly good. Yeah, they're just scavenging bits and bobs, which is why their armor looks like that. No notes. Leave it at that. Handwave explanation. That works. Anything that blends Firstborn and Primaris together more. Don't matter. Ooh, Eradicators. These look. Chat. Do Eradicators already exist? Don't they? It's basically, oh shit, use what we've got in the vaults. Yeah. Hold on, I need to just check something. Chat, hold on. Eradicators already exist, right? Okay, they do, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, so Eradicators already exist. Oh, they're the ones with the melter guns. Yes, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, checks out. Okay, so these are Eradicators, they just have heavy bolters. Okay. Hold on, I need to read this. What does it say? Because it involves heavy bolters. Mark X Gravis armor increases the resilience of its wearer to incredible levels, allowing them to weather firepower that would fell scores of human soldiers and to fire heavy weapons with the ease that a guardsman has their lasgun. Eradicator squads with melter rifles, there we go, are a common sight on many battlefields, turning enemy tanks into heaps of molten slag. I am going to say something. I'm going to say something, chat. I don't like I don't like the fact that they are heavy right. They're melter rifles. I think this is what all the eradicators with melter should be carrying. Like, commit to the bit. If a tactical marine can wield a multi melter, and he is like a heavy weapons squad, a devastator squad, and you're putting somebody in heavier, bulkier Gravis armor, just give the squad of them the multi melters. Don't bother giving them the melt rifles. Commit and give them all heavy weapons. They're in heavy armor. Give them heavy weapons. And I'm glad it seems. And speaking of, that's just reminded me. Circling back, tank. That is also my issue with the heavy intercessor squad. I own a squad of heavy intercessors because I do like them. Intercessors. But if I can be very honest, I hate 4 out of the 5 guys in this squad. Because similar to the Eradicators, why are you bothering to put your Space Marines in heavier, chunkier armor if you're only going to give one of them a heavy bolter? Like, why bother? Like, this is one of the things I think we've kind of touched on before in prior streams, chat, in regards to Space Marines, but like, why bother with a heavy bolt rifle? If you hate them, then I do too. Thank you, Queen. Appreciated. Like, why bother with the concept of, like, a heavy bolt rifle? Just give them all heavy bolters. I don't understand it. Like, I get the squad leader potentially having a lighter weapon so they can still give hand orders, etc. But the rest, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I understand that rationale. And I can agree with it. But I also still kind of think, why not bother just giving the whole squad like heavy bolters? Because think about it, yeah. You've got the bolter, you've got the heavy bolter. Why are we making this bizarre middle ground weapon that's a heavy bolt rifle? Like, why bother? Just give your 5-man squad of chunky boys the big gun. You know, again, if you can have if you can have like a tactical, if you can have like essentially a tactical squad and give 5 of them all heavy weapons that are super chunky. I do like the heavy bolt rifle though. I like it. Again, I do have a squad of heavy intercessors, and I very much understand the appeal and vibes of it. But it is one of those things with like Space Marine saturation, where again it's like we have a bolter, we have a heavy bolter that covers it. Why do we have a heavy bolt rifle? It doesn't make sense to me. Just give either 4 of these boys heavy bolters and give this guy like a melee weapon and a heavy bolt pistol or a plasma pistol because he's the squad lead. Honestly, chat. Honestly, now think about it, chat. I'm kind of thinking maybe I might redo my heavy intercessors now. I might do that. I might redo my heavy intercessors and give them all heavy bolters, or at least like give one of them like a heavy bolt pistol and a melee weapon, and give the rest of them heavy bolters and convert them. I think I might do that now, chat. But yeah, like equip 4 of them with heavy bolters. Give him a pistol and a melee weapon because he's the lead. We don't need heavy bolt rifles. Honestly, I'll be honest, the heavy bolt rifle, make it like a Deathwatch weapon or something. I don't really know because the only thing I can really think of is just to remove them from existence, and I can imagine that might offend some folks. Right, but what does it say about these guys? The Eradicator squad with heavy bolters. So what does it say about them? Marker Lasgun. Eradicator squad with melter rifles are a common sight on many battlefields, turning tanks into heaps of molten metal. To deal with the unfathomable hordes of orcs storming Armageddon's hive cities, Eradicator squads have begun to carry heavy bolters into battle, giving Space Marine captains the ability to eliminate vast numbers of words, chat, words. Eliminate vast numbers with only a handful of brothers. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, it even has a shield on it. Oh, it's beautiful, chat. Oh, we've been blessed. I didn't realize from him holding it over here. It's got a shield on it as well. Chat. I'm gonna be converting. I'm gonna be committing and converting my squad of heavy intercessors into this because yeah, there's a Mark 7 Gravis helmet. That's amazing. This is great. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to do that. Like, I'm gonna just chop off the arms of my heavy intercessors and just convert them into an Eradicator squad with heavy bolters. Which honestly, Tank and chat, go to the end one. Let's have a look. Open image. Ooh. Is that helmet? What, this one down here? It's like a half helmet, I think. So it's like a respirator without the rest of with the visor and all that kind of stuff. But no, this is good. This is great. This is what we should have had instead of the heavy intercessor squad. We should have just simply had Eradicator squads with weapon options. The individual. Oh yeah, hold on. What? Ooh, hold on. Pause. This fella here. What is that helmet? That is not the usual Gravis thing, is it? No, that is something else. That is a different looking helmet, chat. That is new. That is very new. Also, studded legs again. Nice. But yeah, this is this is what we should have had. Instead of having heavy intercessors with heavy bolt rifles, which are just a weird middle ground that does need to exist, we should have just simply had Eradicators. Hi, Val! Welcome to the stream. We're just doing some Warhammer reveals before we get into Phoenix, right? Yeah, we're just doing some Warhammer reveals before Phoenix, right? But yeah, we should have just simply had Eradicators with weapon options. You know? Like, instead of having heavy intercessor squad who's got heavy bolt rifles, which is a weird middle ground, and and Eradicators with melter no, ignore all that. No, just simply should have had chunky boys in big armor wielding the heavy weapon option, heavy bolters, multi-melters, heavy flamers, you know? That's what we should have had. Should probably set the stream game to just chatting beforehand. Oh, don't know if it'll be too late now, but there we go. I'm a goober. I completely forgot about that. I'm so sorry. But yeah, like this is something I've wanted. This is absolutely something I've wanted. Like it's just a squad of boys in chunky armor with the heavy weapon options and the heavy bolters. Amazing. Like absolutely great. No notes. This is I definitely may have to look at converting my heavy intercessors into eradicators with heavy bolters because that is great. And the land speeder's back. Got a new model. Ooh, multi melter and assault cannon. Very nice. Among the fastest war machines available to the Adeptus Astartes, land speeders rake infantry and vehicles alike, devastating barrages as they soar across the battlefield. Equipped with a variety. Equipped with an onslaught Gatling cannon as standard. Sorry, chat messages. Apologies. Go. Nice. Yeah. Like, so Gatling cannon, a standard, though they can replace it with a potent heavy flamer. Jesus. It's the helmet from the Interceptors. Hold on. Space Marine Interceptors. Oh! Oh, that's it. That's Inceptor. Sorry, I think I might have. Did I type the wrong one? Oh no. Okay, you misspelled Inceptors. Oh, okay. I think I see it. Oh yeah, because they've got the visor up, and that's what it looks like without the visor. Okay. To be fair, those are like also Gravis. They just got jump packs attached to them, which that's good. I like that. That makes sense. Yeah, but no, yeah. That's what we should have had from the start. If you're going to put boys in Gravis armor, like do this model though, yeah, they are pretty good. I want a squad or three. Yeah, I think. I think don't eradicators come in three, so I've got I've got five heavy intercessors, so I'm set. I just need to chop their arms off and replace them with heavy bolters. So I'm good. Um, Fucking replacing the main gunner here with a flamer is so good. Ooh, double barreled as well. Very nice. It's got multi-melter and missiles, making them especially good at killing enemy vehicles. Their speed allows them to get their deadly flamer. Very nice. All these minis are push fit. Oh no, god no. Also be outfitted in liveries of any chapter, and it would be a foolish commander who'd quibble over which of the Angels of Death delivered from Doom. Take a look at examples from Ultramarine, Salamanders, Crimson Fists, and White Scars. Okay, very nice, very nice. Hold on, chat, I know. There we go, that's better. Right, hold on. Let me get these up. Then we can have a nice little nosy. Right, so this is the one with the... Is that guy standing up? Oh, that's a fucking... It's a floaty one. What's it called? Impulsor. Okay. I was going to say, I thought there was a guy standing up in a land speeder. No, okay. There's the Vanguard veteran in the back, looking very good. Okay, there's the new orcs, which I think we'll get to that. Ooh. Yeah, okay, yeah. So the Eradicators come in a squad of 3. So I'm set. Because I've got if I'm converting a 5-man Gravis team of heavy intercessors into, a squad of eradicators with heavy bolters, I'm fucking sorted. I'm fucking hell yeah. Yeah, these look good. These do look good. Hey, look at them. Crimson Fists in another last stand with a banner up. You'd love to see it, chat. It's weird seeing salamanders without flamers. Well, they can't fire all the time, I guess. Rare occasion, but still, we'll forgive them. That is so good. That is really good. Yeah. Hey, white scars, hell yes. Nice, love that. That's fucking amazing. Really good. And now we're on to the orcs. And first up, War Boss, which looks absolutely incredible. I like the White Scars Librarian. Yeah, he looked good. War Boss is his biggest, toughest orc. That's why they're in charge. This one's armed with a custom shooter for shooting, custom chopper for chopping. Loves hacking foes apart in close quarters combat. That looks really good. I like they've got the jaw piece, they've got the helmet with the horns. Yeah, they've got the curved chain axe. That looks really good. the gas can on his back for the fucking chain axe. That's good. Yeah, no notes. There's nothing to say. He looks amazing. What do we got here? The Big Boss. Big Boss, second biggest, second strongest, and second toughest orc. That's why they're second in command. Specialize in giving enemy champions good kicking, hacking foes to bits with a two-handed chopper. Also have an eye on being in charge one day, so they have lots to prove. Okay. Like the War Boss, they're happiest in close combat, and they also buff any unit they're added to. Biggest advantage they have over the War Boss is the fact that they're accompanied by a squig. Way, there it is. There's the squig. Look at that. That's an interesting weapon for an orc to have. That's a power axe, I think. Or something. Like, look at the energy going through it, like the veins of power. This is a I wasn't expecting to see something like this for orcs, but it works so well. It's a natural fit. It's good. I like this. This is a really good second in command orc. Yeah, nah. There's not a lot I can really say for the orcs right now, just because it's that thing of just like, yep, it's an orc. It looks good. Like, moving on. Banner knob. Yes, look at this. Hold on, chat. Let's have a look. Dawar banner is dead important. When orcs see it, they get riled up and storm headlong into the enemy. Often a knob gets the honor of carrying it and will happily beat up any other orc that tries to take it off him. Nice. The banner pole has loads of orky features, and the banner also has sculpted details. There's a nice big blank space where you can put the glyphs of your own war, whether you prefer to add them by hand or use some orc clan transfers. As someone who's done it personally, hand painting your orc icon is always the best thing. It might not look good, but it's orcs, it doesn't matter. You hand paint that shit. Nah, this looks great. This looks insanely good. I don't think orcs haven't had a banner bearer, have they? I can't recall 40k orcs having a banner bearer. So this looks fucking amazing. This is great. He's got a little power axe, look, which is very nice. I do like that. Love the bandolier. Another squig there, which you've got to have squigs. Yeah, this is great. Orc skull, nice. Yeah, this is so good. The stitching on the back, very nice. Got a shooter on his person as well. Yeah, this is great. This is such a good orc. This is I think it's not something I've thought of, but now I see it. It's like, yeah, the orcs needed a banner bearer. New Pain Boy. I think I still have one of the plastic Pain Boy models. He's got a grot, very nice. Best Pain Boys are accompanied by a grot orderly. These helpers will sometimes carry a bone sword to help fix wounded orcs. Pain Boy's own tool can be used to tend to wounds, but are just as useful butchering the enemy too. Who knows what's in that syringe that's good for orcs but bad for everyone else? Yeah. Now this looks good. Good new Pain Boy. Nice peg leg. Fun pose. Love the grot. Ooh, he's got creepy little fingers as well. Ooh. Ah, great. Fantastic. No notes. The new Weird Boy. I've seen him before when he got announced. Nothing but net. Absolutely nothing but net on this model. I think between the two new Psyker model reveals, Uh, weird boy steals. Absolutely steals. Way better than the new librarian. This is great. This is such a great model. Love the face. Love how chaotic all of this shit is. I love his staff. Everything. This is so good. This is so orky. No notes. No notes. Absolutely fantastic. Crack on. Conduit for the power of the war. Boys love hanging out with weird boys. Use their psychic powers. Couple of psychic abilities. Ed Banger, brutal range attack, and the jump. Lest we forget that. Nice. And new boys. Now I do recall one of the new things for the boys is that you no longer have to pick between if you want them to have choppers or a shooter. They can just take both. And yeah, it is. Those are some good orcs. You know, I can't. There's nothing for me to really nitpick. There's nothing for me to really complain about or kind of question. Those are really good orcs. I love he's got his ponytail or the top knot. Looks really good. Like the hat with the fluffies. Got to keep that. The grenade pin between the teeth. That's so good. I love this guy. This guy over here. I love this orc. He's not shooting or anything. He's just going. Wee! Fucking great, fantastic model. Yep. More squig. Love it. More funny hat slash helmet. Yeah. No. These are good. These are so good, and the new knobs look great as well. The new squad leader knobs. They look at that. Look at that shooter. That's astoundingly orky. That's great. Yeah, there's nothing to say. There's really nothing to say about this. These are so good. They've learned how to be more cunning and more brutal than ever. They now carry a shooter and a slugger. The boss knob has a choice of a combi rocket or combi shooter. Cosmetic options, interchangeable heads. Yep, new boys look noticeably more brutish, ready to battle their enemies in close combat. Carrying more gear. Yeah, no, it's great. New Gretchen, which, again, similar to the orcs, you know. What be said? What be said? They look really good. Some really good cosmetic options here. Like really good Gretchen, really fun. They're so goofy, I like them. 10 of them, just enough to build up a gang. Mug an unsuspecting space marine. Yeah, no, they're really good. Ooh, this looks good. Orcs love their war tracks. Forever, and now Demex have been hard at work updating them. They're fast and lightly armored. Rack of rockets fired by the knob on the back, usually seen along war bikes, providing more firepower. Shooting might not be accurate, but it forces enemy units to keep their heads down. Then, while beakies have got their eyes on the ground, you can drive into them and hit them with your chopper. Yep. Yep. It's a really good orc half track bike. Yeah. Love it. Really good. Knob on the back is fantastic. Love the guy driving it. This orc here, driving the bike, he loves his job. This orc, there's not a thought in that head. He just wants to drive around hitting shit. He is living his best life, and I approve. This is great. So, again, it's so orky, nails it immediately. No notes, nothing to be said but praise. Ah, now this chat, I believe, in the cinematic, there was an orc walker vehicle. I think this is what we got next. Yeah, the big mech Dakar rig. Oh, look at this. This is everything. Look at this chat. It's great when the big mechs make something new because it either blows up, which is dead funny, or it's my. Somebody appears to have. Yes. Somebody appears to have navigated their way through. There we go. Dear oh dear, a bot made its way through chat. That's most unusual. My, we'll have to keep our eyes open. But yeah, there was a Dakar rig is the latter firing loads of shots from a blitz cannon and a bunch of rockets too, making it shootier than a Death Dread for the loss of some close combat power. It's got a custom force field, yep, in case the beak is trying to shoot back at it. When the big mech is sufficiently braced, it's surprisingly accurate, and the blitz cannon is incredibly effective when shooting at smaller enemies as they are blown apart in a hail of massive shells. We'll be showing off its rules here on the Warhammer community soon to keep a bionic eye peeled. Yeah, this is... Yeah, nah. Look at this thing. Walking weapons platform, brace it, and actually have accurate orc fire is a horrifying concept. Yeah, just orky as hell. Looks great. Looks stupid. Love the big gun. Really, really, really fun orc vehicle. And has a force field as well, which we did see in the cinematic. No, that's great. 10 out of 10. No notes. Great. Some really good models there. Orcs knocked it out of the park. Each and every single orc model was great. Space Marines, some really good stuff there. Some little bit of mixed stuff. But you know, like I said, chat, I will now be removing the arms from my heavy intercessor squad and converting them to be fucking eradicators with heavy bolters because I have no reason not to now. Like the thing I wanted that's closer to a Devastator squad is now tabletop, and it's like, okay, we're kit bashing. We're taking off the arms. We're getting rid of the heavy bolt rifles. Congratulations, you're now all getting heavy bolters for everybody. Which means, chat. Which means one thing. It's now time. It is now time, chat. Here we go. It's time to continue with Phoenix Wright. For justice! Yes. December the 29th. So, if I remember rightly, chat, we just finished the first trial. We'd done a trial. We talked to Mo. Oh, the tie! Thank you, Bestie. Yeah, we talked to Mo. We talked to the... we talked to Mo. We talked to the ventriloquist and his creepy puppet. About how a 31-year-old man and a fucking puppet want to marry a 16-year-old. Which is definitely interesting. Yeah. And we have also established now that the criminal who committed the murder of the ringmaster flew away from the crime scene. He legitimately took off in flight. And they were also dressed as Maximilian Galacticus. Galacticus? One of the two. Go. Better. There we go. We're tied up now. But I'm just... Well then. Yeah, so we did our trial. So the next thing we need to prove, with a bit of evidence collecting, is that, you know, prove who the killer is. Because we don't know who it is, but we definitely know it's not Max, because he was in the Ringmaster's office at the time of the murder. So let's crack on. December the 29th, 3:03 PM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oh, Nick. What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. The trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her... she hit fucking what do you call it? Hold on. She hit fucking Maya with one of these ones, chat. She fucking hit her with one of those. Like, ooh, my thumb's off. Ooh, fucking. Oh damn. First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? How'd you do? Okay, so Maya just doesn't have a clue how magic works. Well, magic tricks. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm not good at it, especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Right. Cool, yeah. Yeah, Max isn't here, is he? Oh no, shut my mouth. The man is here. Mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place. Sorry, chat messages. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, chat, pardon me. We're doing our best, Max, just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Christ, bro's getting lucrative contracts while he's in the joint. Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Sounds like it'd be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. It would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. Oh dear. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation, that's show business. Right. Does he know about this? Okay, yeah, so he doesn't know about the pepper. What about the wooden box? Doesn't know anything about that either. Cool, right, let's talk to him about some just general stuff then. So the night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. You mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I can keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much, it's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favour to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie? Be friends with the other performers of the circus. A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks? Bro, you are going to end up murdered. You will end up murdered, in fact. I've won the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I simply cannot tolerate. Something our Max said rings true to my ears. Okay. So Max wants to aspire to greater things and bigger, like, public events, and the people at the circus are just... they're fine being a circus lot. These want to hear about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest, though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. Sorry to make you tell it again. Must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling the story. What can I do? Oh, but what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica, I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just so happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Oh, wow. Look at that fabulous stage. as the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. Hold on. Chat, I just need to nip to the loo. Apologies for the timing. I'll be right back. Just give me a minute. I just need to nip to the loo. And we are back. Sorry, chat. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that, chat. The loo called. Right, where was I at? There's the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. But me? I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. It's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy. Yeah, you kind of have to earn a trophy to get a trophy. You can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn, that's what you should tell them. Then I have to get thrown in jail. Grand Prix photo added to the court record. Nice. Oh. Words again. We better get going to the circus. There we go, Jesus Christ. December 29th, very big circus entrance. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Oh god, it's fucking Trilo again. Yes, wait. Quit your whining, let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. You know that. Try my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? Secret crash training. Whoa. Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. We were just trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. Even when they are surprised by the idea, I told you. They're not the only ones, you even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Must forgot I wanted to give you this back. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Folks, I'm going to do this again, just for the sake of the court record. Ben and his puppet, 31 years old. Regina, 16 years old. The 31-year-old man, or his puppet, is going to propose to the 16-year-old. Right. So hoping I could ask you about Regina. Completely serious about her, that's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really want to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Waiting like this is part of being in love. Perhaps you're gonna wait till she's a bit older. Perhaps you could wait then. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. There we go. How's the new routine working out? For you to just take a chill pill already, our routine's a secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm, it'll be a real revolution. Sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk, Max Galactica performer, should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Truly, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He used to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trilo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not training a parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up, you've got to be a part of this too. Freaky thing. I know that you already testified in court. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man, just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply, not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? I would have thought he was the ringmaster? Yeah. Stammer. Yeah, okay, so he's got nothing to say about any of that. Right, let us get the fuck out of here. Check out the big top first, I think. Yep. Where's Regina? If she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Kind of a chicken, aren't you? Allergic to wild tigers. Let's check out the cafeteria. See if anything has happened there. If I won't clean the place up. If Pearl had got one look at the state of this place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. God damn, Pearl! Alright. So nothing's changed here. Move Ringmaster's room. The talk in this room could be when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really cold or something? Why indeed? Okay. Let's get out of here. Circus entrance. Ah, there we go. Lodging house. It's Gumshoe! Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? Taking a rest right now, pal? I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Ms. Von Karma told me to come down here and... Oh yeah, that's right. Ms. Von Karma promised that, Ms. Von Karma promised that, Gumshoe would be his straight man for a day or something during the last trial. Jesus. I figured out as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. He's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Fragiska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip, no way. Make your astute comments and observations now, chat. About not backbiting a woman with a whip. Go ahead. Are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma always got her eye on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. Don't show up. Gumshoe's fucking broken, Jesus. Looks like she's wound in pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. And if that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window. Let's see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon Ms. Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. Don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Absolutely not. Franziska Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Mo's room. Mo's not here. If it's here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into this room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Must really love his work. Yeah. Right. Right. There's nothing new here. This is where Mo witnessed the crime. Right, okay. So we have the lodging house. We've got the circus entrance, we've got Mo's room. Is there anything to examine here, perchance? Nobody fell. Bucks. What happened here? Wasn't funny. You know, it wouldn't have hurt you to have even looked a little surprised. She didn't notice that I was too scared. Nick, what are you doing, my guy? This is the condenser for the air conditioner. Has been used in a while. How'd you figure that out? You're not making things up now, are you? It was easy to figure out. It was snowing before the murder. Look at the condenser. The snow is piled up on top of it. Maybe you should be a PI instead of an attorney. I mean, we're practically a fucking PI. The safety light was on at the time of the murder, wasn't it? That's what they said. The word performers... But the killer was worried that someone would spot them during the crime. Right. So what are our options? We can talk to the fucking nonce. Max is in holding. Gumshoe's buggered off. Okay, got nothing else there. Nothing there either. He's not lying about anything, okay. Right. Let's head to the circus then. Nothing seems different. And all this dialogue is stuff we've experienced before. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, all this is stuff we've heard before. Oh shit! Hi, Mo. There we go. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. He's in an awfully good mood. You know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction. Wrong answer. What do you think, girly? I got it. What's your answer? Because they are in the Cafe Teary Eye. Good grief. Good grief, chat. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Okay, clown, talk. I'm 100% sure about your testimonies today. I saw what I saw. I swear that creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Psyche-Lock, he must be telling the truth. Okay, so he's positive he saw Max then. Really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me I didn't think it was going to be so tough? Tough? It was a tough crowd, that's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. Told them all a great story, and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. Even used the famed no shirt, no shoes, no service joke. Can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Right. Well, this picture, he showed it to you guys too. You've seen it? You know what they say about Maximilian Galactica? He really gets around. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. Oh shit, yeah. It's in this picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Okay. So nobody has anything to say about the evidence we have. Right, noted. Tell me more about Max's bust. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. Ah, there's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Okay. Max just had to put the picture up. This thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. As long as I'm not paying for it. Bit of bronze. Bronze statue taken from the cafeteria before the crime. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he is setting up a bad joke. I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mow is a good mow in my book. Sorry, chat. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. What's changed? On the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. It says, "To the murderer." Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime, then torn, states, "To the murderer." Okay. Then we better follow up on this important lead. Right, let's have a... Can we check it, or... Okay. Right. The morning of the murder, this was posted up on the bulletin board. That's around when Max clonked Ben over the head. Sorry I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid attention to it. Okie dokie, Milk. Good night. You take care. You rest up. so you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know. They were here before the morning. Ah, okay, right. Chat, we're going to accident. Oh dear. We're going to the fucking... what do you call it? We're going to talk to the pedophile and the other pedophile. You nonce. Talk. What about this? Nope, nothing like that, of course. Bastard. Hey, anonymous gifted a tier 1 sub to not milk. Hell yes. Thank you. Right, let's go to the detention center. You. First of all, fabulous. Shall we just sign this for you? Okay, what about this? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. Company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie, the 16-year-old. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Written on the thing. Let's see. I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Well, back to the circus. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Stop calling her that, bro. Examine. Do you see that? Scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of a tailcoat. I think I know what that is. I bet it's the other half of the note Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. Knew it. Fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 PM tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Okay, so somebody left a note saying to the murderer, meet me at the time of the fucking, you know, where the murder took place. Interesting. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Note updated in the court record. Curiouser and curiouser and curiouser. You, nonce, speak. Fucking useless cunt. Detention center. Murderer, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 PM tonight at the Lodging House Plaza 6 months ago. Hold on, can I show it to him now I've actually read it? Okay, nope. Right then, let's get moving. Right, move. Cafeteria. Hey up. Is Mo gone? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Oh yeah, Maya and her burgers. Suddenly I need a burger bad. Okay, interesting. But we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Right. Let's get out of here. Yes, circus entrance. Are y'all useful yet? Nope, not useful at all. Still not useful. It's Gumshoe, he's back. Plaza. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally, but with Ms. Von Karma. Oh god, she's ringing him. What's that beeping sound? It's Ms. Von Karma. Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something. Very fair, Gumshoe, you get the hell out of here. Didn't know Gumshoe could run so fast, so much for being a flatfoot. Well, look who appeared. Hello, Von Karma. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to just jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands, making the national news? National news? You possess such small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. There's one camera. It appears you've got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could, you couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? Must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to speak as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me? I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find more information myself. Revenge. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Your dad? I know you miss him. Enough out of you, one more word, and you'll get a mouthful of whip. When did I ever bring my papa's name into this, or any other conversation? What's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again one more time. Miles Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Why does she want to see Miles Edgeworth? Why would you ever bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. God, it has really been a long time since we've seen dear old Edgy Poo. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. Very weak shot. Sorry. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Oh. It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What does she mean? Edgeworth is never quite the same after the case, and then with the case after that one. Oh yes, that's right, with fucking the chief of police. He never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note to the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Phoenix Wright. Hello again, Val. Welcome. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. Neither do I, quite frankly. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor? You effectively killed the prosecutor in him? I did my job. I did my job, which was proving people were innocent. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go sleep now. Good night. Good night, Val. Take care. You rest up well. You have a good EPs. Like, but yeah, like I did my job. I proved people innocent. If, you know, and let's also not forget, his reputation was in tatters, not because of me, but because of people who tried to fucking stooge him. You know, Von Karma tried to frame him for murder, right? Like, Von Karma tried to frame him for murder to get revenge on fucking Edgeworth's dad doing shit. And then, after that, with the chief of police doing shit, that ended up with a dead body in the boot of Edgeworth's car. Like, it's not Phoenix Wright's fault that Edgeworth's reputation is in tatters. It's other people. Like, it's people he worked with. That's what's worse. And not just like not worked with like Phoenix Wright works with Edgeworth, where they're on opposite sides of the room. Like, his mentor framed him for murder. The chief of police who works with the prosecution got the chief prosecutor, the forensic scientist's older sister, got her to do shit. Like, it's not on Phoenix Wright that Edgeworth's career is in tatters. It's other people. I will hear none of this. Just like your victory muddied the honourable name of Von Karma. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Is she gonna beat his ass? Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me, okay? Jesus, Nick. Ms. Von Karma, what? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had enough of you. Him too. What the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two on today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Sure it will. Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. Acro's room. Whoa! Hold on. Is this man in a wheelchair, chat? December the 29th, lodging house, 3rd floor. You must be Phoenix Wright. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Ken Dingling? Okay. Here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro, how do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. You're a member of the circus as well. That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope or the flying trapeze, but nowadays all I perform in is my wheelchair. Alright. 26-year-old, real name Ken Dingling. Star acrobat currently undergoing rehab. Interesting. Yeah, let's talk about that wheelchair. Why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. Jesus. And you can't walk now, can't even stand. Since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? We have a liar in our midst. Ooh, it's a strong lie. It seemed like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? When were you injured? Been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months, you say? Interesting. Why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business, then one night they decided to run away from it all without me. Wow, they just abandoned him. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. Ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. Seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. Wonder if he spoiled Regina. She's truly a princess? Truly a princess, are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of grudge against Regina? So yesterday I noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. You went there for rehabilitation. What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police after they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw sounds really ominous. What did he witness, chat? What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. The scene of a crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? Ah. He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. That's what I thought he'd say, yeah. I'm absolutely positive it was Max you saw. I'm absolutely sure, there's no doubt in my mind. Interesting. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. The cafeteria? So it looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina, ask her about it. Okay. Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Interesting. Okay. So he doesn't seem to fuck with he doesn't seem to fuck with Maximilian either. What about the monkey? Money is a great friend to me. Okay. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. That's so cute. I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with animals. Interesting. Okay, so he doesn't know anything about the bottle there. Okay, please take a look at this photo for us. This is how it ended for him. Such a shame. If my legs were like this, I would have been able to prevent this from happening. That's an absolute certainty. Okay, very interesting. So he's lying about what harmed his legs. He's lying about what harmed his legs, so we need to keep that in mind, chat. He's not telling us the truth on that matter. Oh yeah, he's still fucking useless. We need to go and find Regina. And I think she's here. Yep. Yep. Lock in, chat. It's Regent. Today's special must be Filet-O Phoenix. Pardon me? A mistake. Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. Right. Let's talk. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. I love my dad so much. Yeah, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. A while? When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. Ah, that means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. That is really sweet. But there's no way that Maya believes that? What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. I think so. Got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. Well, at least she's got her existentialism like pretty like locked in, you know? Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie? He's got something that means a lot to me? Something shiny, right? A stage costume. Lots of spangles, really beautiful. Oh, dearie me, sorry chat. You should see it. You should. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back from me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Yeah, we'll get it back. Leave it up to us. Right. Let's get down to business. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max. She's already flown off into her own little world. I want to try flying too. Okay, cool. So it's just the same thing with either of those. That's fine. There we go. Have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. It was in my pocket for a while. Interesting. God. Oh, sorry, chat. I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Oh, she helps Acro. Oh, that's nice. Go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realise the piece of paper was in your pocket. Yep. Since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. Methinks Acro slipped it inside her pocket. Stuck it there, how'd you know? What is the matter? Oh my god, sorry chat, I'm fucking absolutely yarning. Good grief. I wonder who wrote this. Nice. Interesting. Right. Nothing there. Oh, progress in the cafeteria. Something smells fantastic. Mo with burgers. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here and those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazy burger monster. I mean, it's Maya, she is. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. Totally irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burgie. Bro's a burger connoisseur, I guess. Can tell by the smell. Ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about for the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. Oh my god, that's the fourth fucking yawn, Jesus. Like how he was adopted when he was younger. He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I give it some thought. Maybe I should, pardon me, give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I'm thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. Oh, okay. Max would still be an issue, though. He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue with his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. I mean, it's good that Mo can admit that. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. Tragedy. Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it, it's nothing at all. Must be the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? That's it, you're right, girlie. Correctamundo. I'm being no disrespect here. Oh my god, I'm yawning again, chat. Jesus, I am fucking knackered. Why are you lying to us? Makes you think that. Just though you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, it seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek, eek, eek. Uh-oh, another liar. How many locks? 2 locks. Okay. Now we're getting close to the truth. It was about 6 months ago, there was an accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. To the murderer, that's far from polite. Where did you find the rest of the note anyway? Don't worry about it, man. If I didn't need to worry about it, you shouldn't have shown it to me. Not this picture, he showed it to you guys too. Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I forgot about this, yeah. Cool. Right then. I wonder, hold on. Right. God, I'm fucking shattered. Jesus. Right. Lodging house. Seems animals not the only thing she tames. Max the ringmaster Ben, she's got them all under her thumb. Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocent. She was always incredibly sheltered as a child. Say it seems right. That's why she can be so cruel. Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel. Interesting. Right. Hey up. So who's in Mo's room? Mo's not here. I hear something. It's that fucking monkey! Monkey's holding something. Oh wow, that is fucking sparkly. Knew that acting like Regina would do the trick. Fucking A, well done, Nick. That'll do it. Oh dear. Sorry, DMs. Yeah, good on fucking Phoenix for sorting out the monkey. You're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see. Let me see it. I want to try on Regina's costume. It doesn't fit me at all. Guess it's time to lay off the burgers. Ah, you're fine. Shiny spangled vest. It's not my size at all. Right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Circus entrance. Big top. Present. Go. Here you go, Regina. You really got it back for me? Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. This costume? This isn't mine, it was Leon's. Oh. The lion she told us about. The one that someone killed. He was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Leon did something really bad during practice. Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know? Gah. Usually, when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Okay, it's usual. The people in the crowd always love to see me do it, they always start screaming. Anyways, what was the bad thing? Leon bit someone during that practice. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry, and that's when Leon, that's when he became a star in the sky. Animal shows lion shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. Very, very interesting. Right, I think we need to go talk to some people, chat. You, nonce. Okay, he's got nothing for me. Killed Surprise. Big top. Move to the cafeteria. Clown, what do you have? I was responsible for naming all the animals at the circus. You named Money the Monkey and Regent Regina's tigers, guilty as charged. But Leon got his name from the ringmaster. He always said, keep names simple and easy to associate. Nick's name is easy to associate, right? I always told Russell, if that's what you think, then call him Lion the Lion. It's a great name, don't you think? Imagine if he could talk, I'm Lion. That's when Russell said, don't lie to yourself, that name is awful. Okay. Interesting. Acro, do you have anything about the lion? Interesting. 6 months ago, murder, a dead lion, he's in a wheelchair. Maybe time, chat. Let's go talk to our clown friend. I have an idea. Side note, by the way, I am feeling quite tired. So, I might try some shit with the clown, and then after that, I may have to call it an evening, because I am feeling I'm feeling a bit lightheaded and drowsy. Alright. Let's see what we can kind of maybe get out of him, if anything. Right. Get over it. Please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? No need to look so scary when you ask me. Look over there, some juicy burgers, let's eat instead. I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. You said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of the accident, would it? I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during practice, right? Okay, we've got his first one down. I told them so many times you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts, like putting her head inside a lion's mouth. Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't clam up on me like this. Who did Leon bite on his head? Promise I won't say anything. He's involved in this too. Involved. Must have been Acro, right? Well, going to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. Need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. Acro. We nailed it. We've got this now, chat. Just like you said, you know the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have been probably better if he had. He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered a massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. All he does now is lie in bed at the hospital, and that's all he's ever going to be able to do. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother! The person who got bit was Acro's brother. They were an acrobat team of brothers Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. They were an incredible team cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling. But everyone always calls him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. 22 years old. Is nobody, like, the appropriate age to try and make moves on Regina? 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why did he do that? I don't know. But that's what caused the accident. Oh, Jesus! I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon, yeah. When he bit down, he was smiling. Jesus Christ, how is the man alive? Some sick grin. No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion and a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of the most incredible events? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. You guys were so serious, I was supposed to go ahead to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, to have some pepper. That looks like a very similar pepper shaker. You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel, that's basic clownmanship. Got you understand that. Okay. From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. Look perfect together? Right, hold on. I need to do something real quick. Chat. Okay. So he doesn't know anything about that. Right. I need to call it here. Because I'm feeling... bleh. I'm feeling a bit drowsy, a little bit lightheaded, and I think it would be proper to go and lie down and chill out. We're ending stream a little bit, just about an hour earlier, so that's not as bad. Like, I would have been gutted if I had to end stream an hour early, But yeah, I'm feeling a bit, so I'm gonna lie down, drink water, chill out, and let my noggin uh, sort itself out. Where's my appropriate? There it is. Right, that's us for this week. That was Friday. We'll be back next week, where we'll be back on Phoenix Wright, and hopefully I will have to end it a little bit earlier. And then we'll be back on Bravely Default, and then we'll be back with Wednesday's one-off break as well, which is exciting. Right. Thank you everybody who came. Thank you everybody who lurked, dipped in and out, chilled out. I will see you all next week. Everybody take care. Bye.